Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Cancer, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. Let's get the overall energy for this connection first, and then we'll start pulling some tarot. So we have Deception, very similar to the Five of Swords, and then we also have Release Your Ex, which is very similar to the 10 of Swords. I just feel like somebody really did self-sabotage things here. Now, you could have self-sabotaged things here with someone, or maybe somebody self-sabotaged things here with you, but let's see what's going on. Yeah, let's see what's going on. We're going to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your person, Cancer. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. All right. How does Cancer currently view this relationship? Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we got the Lovers, and then we also have the Ace of Swords. So I do see you getting to know someone fairly new here. Whoever this person is, it's definitely someone that you do feel a very strong and intense soul-tight connection with. It kind of looks like things are unfolding very nicely, you know, between you and this person. You're very, very interested in them and would like to get to know them. I am definitely getting that. Okay, so far so good. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. Okay, so this is the one that self-sabotaged things here with you. Because this doesn't feel like the person that you're currently connecting with at all. This feels like someone that you do have a lot of history with. This could definitely represent somebody that you were married to. You might even still be legally married to them. This could represent somebody that you ended up having a child and or children with. Overall, I mean, this does appear to me as, you know, someone that you were in a full-blown committed relationship with. But it kind of looks like you guys are not together, obviously, you know, anymore. It kind of looks like you decided to walk away from this relationship. Now, this person is definitely currently looking at you as somebody who is happy, to be honest, without them in your life. They also perceive you as somebody who might just be done with them for good. Obviously, they're hoping that that's not the case, but they do perceive you as somebody who's clearly moving forward and moving on with their life, and they look at you like you're perfectly, you know, fine and happy that they're no longer a part of your life. But I am definitely getting this person, you know, is starting to essentially realize what they essentially had, you know, with you. And now that, you know, you're gone, we do see this person wanting you back. Now, currently at the moment, I don't see them taking any sort of action in your direction. Doesn't necessarily mean that they won't, because I'm kind of getting that they more than likely will. But I feel like that happens sometimes. Sometimes you don't really know what you have until you lose it. And I feel like that's just kind of what they're experiencing, Cancer. They're realizing, you know, what they essentially had, you know, with you now that you're no longer a part of their life. And sometimes it does kind of take losing you know, something in order to realize, you know, how much that person honestly meant to you, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's just kind of what they're going through, you know? I feel like maybe this person got so used to like having you around, and now that you're not around anymore, they're starting to realize like, man, like this sucks, you know? I didn't really value or appreciate this or that, you know, about Cancer, and now they do because you're no longer around. How does Cancer feel? Okay. I like this, you know, new connection that you find yourself in, though. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. So, you know, this connection between you and this person, you know, it brings your inner child out, you know? And I feel like you bring out their inner child as well. I feel like this relationship, it brings a lot of fun and excitement, you know, into your life. So I like that. When it comes onto this person that you find yourself connecting with, though, things are unfolding really, really nicely here between the two of you, like really, really nicely. I am definitely getting a lot of excitement off of this person, but I feel like this person is trying their hardest to not get too carried away, you know, with themselves, you know, because again, this is a fairly new relationship. So they're trying their hardest to not get too excited just yet and just kind of take it day by day and see where life could, you know, possibly take the both of you. But this person's already looking at you like you might just be the one for them. But again, it kind of looks like They're not trying to rush things or anything like that. They really want to take their time and really get to know you first, before they turn around and, make things, official between the two of you. Okay. How does this person feel? Okay. So again, this is the person, from your past. Okay. So we do have the Sun. We do have the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Moon. Okay. If this person is just kind of going based off of, how you've been going about this ending here between the two of you, it truly does have them essentially feeling like, okay, yeah, it's over. Like, it's over between us. Like, it's over, right? But they're still holding on to hope that eventually, one day, the two of you will eventually end up getting back together and working things out. Now, they're not entirely sure if that's going to happen, but they're really hoping that that's what happens here, that the two of you end up getting back together and working things out. I don't feel like this person's taking this ending between the two of you so well. I do feel like this person's currently portraying this image to everybody that they're perfectly fine and, they're good, right? Even though deep down inside, they're really, really hurting inside. What actions will Cancer take towards this person or moving forward? All right. So we do have the King of Cups. We got the Judgment card. And then we also have, okay. So it kind of looks like the past is paying you a visit. Specifically in that way. They're paying you a visit. This to me doesn't feel like they're calling you. This doesn't feel like this person's texting you or emailing you or writing you on social media. I am specifically paying you a visit. Okay, so they're going to show up more than likely at your house or somewhere where they know you're going to essentially be at. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the King Pentacles. We got the Ace of Cups. And then we also have the Four of Wands to the Seven of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. When it comes down to this new person, like I said, I do see this person looking at you like you might just be the one, okay? And I do see this person, developing very strong and intense emotions, for you. With the Nine of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords coming out here, right now, I don't see this person opening up to you when it comes down to how they feel about you, what they want with you, because they just want to be 100% certain of you first, before they open up to you and tell you how they feel about you and what they want with you. Totally understandable. So it kind of looks like they're going to continue to keep how they feel about you to themselves until they're 100% sure, of you, is basically what I'm getting, which is very normal for a King of Pentacles to do, to be completely honest. A King of Pentacles is somebody who's very selective of who they choose to invest all their time and energy towards. So they typically like to move at a very slow and steady pace and really get to know the person that they're with before they fully commit themselves to that person. They oftentimes tend to keep how they feel about that person to themselves until they're 100% certain of that person. When this person reaches this point where they're 100% certain of you, which they will be at some point, then that's when I see this person, confessing to you how they feel about you and what they want with you. Until then, they're going to continue to keep how they feel about you to themselves. But like I said, the past will be paying you a visit. What actions will this person okay. All right. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands represents somebody who's on the receiving end of some sort of news / communication. It kind of looks like they've been waiting to receive communication here from you, but because they haven't received communication from you, it's causing them to have, it's causing them to essentially feel like they have no other choice but to get up and actually take action in your direction. Like, for example, show up at your house, show up at your job. Because it looks like they've been waiting to hear from you. But because they haven't heard from you, they're just going to pop up on you. Is basically what I'm getting. Yeah. That's basically what I'm getting. Okay. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. I am definitely getting that this person feels like if they were to like pop up on you, Like show up at your house unannounced, show up at your job unannounced, show up at the gym that you go to unannounced, that you're going to get really angry and really upset. But I feel like they're just going to turn around and justify it and say, well, I mean, I did try to call you, I did try to text you, and you didn't answer. So what else was I supposed to do? Like, what else was I supposed to do? Yeah. I don't know how you're going to feel, you know what I mean, about this person popping up on you. I don't know how you're going to feel about it. You might be okay with it. You may not be okay with it. Most people are not okay with people just showing up at their house unannounced, just saying, you know what I mean, or their job unannounced, like, you know, again, just saying. But they will be paying you a visit. That's without a shadow of a doubt. They will be paying you a visit. And if you get angry and upset, they're just going to sit there and say, well, I mean, I tried to call you, I tried to text you, and, you didn't answer, you didn't respond, you know what I mean? So what other choice did I have, you know? So however you take it is however you take it, but they plan on specifically popping up on you or showing up at your house unannounced or your job unannounced. One or the other is basically what I'm getting. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.